congratulations on the win today.
Thank you.
And how do you feel about the results?
Yeah, I'm super happy. I mean, it was a very short regular season this time around, but it was the first undefeated regular season I've had, so I'm happy about it. And I think we're playing quite well as well. So now we need to just keep it up for playoffs.
Yeah, do you feel confident about playoffs?
Yeah, I think we have learned so much the last month or two, and I think we have so much more to learn as well. And I think we're starting to get a very good process for just picking up on things and connecting more as a team. So I'm happy with our current form, and I hope we can push it to even bigger heights.
What do you think have changed since you're playing this good lately?
I think I mean definitely MSI was a big wake up call for us. I think we got to play against some extremely strong teams, and we learned so much from that. And I think we realized that we really had to step it up, and we also just saw some of the ways they played, and we could kind of copy paste it. So it was a great experience, even though we got beat pretty badly, but it has taught us a lot.
Yeah, so you feel like your strategies have changed a lot too, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, our strategies, but also just I think the execution as well is a big thing for us, because I think we were hesitating a lot before. We were doubting a lot of our plays. I think now we're playing with a lot more confidence. We might not always go for the perfect plays, right? Everyone makes mistakes, but as long as we commit to them, they usually work out. So it's been nice so far.
Yeah. Okay. And are you thinking so far you can go to Worlds? Is that the next step, or what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I think we would like to take it one series at a time. But I think if we win our next one, I believe we will go to Worlds. So that would be a nice time to prove ourselves as well, right? But we definitely want to get the LEC title as well, because we failed to do it the two other times this year. So I think that's definitely our main focus for now. But we also want to be a team that can challenge at Worlds and be the best in the world, right?
Yeah. And you feel more confident about your chances this time, since MSI?
Yeah, for sure. I think I mean, already at EWC we were doing a decently bit better, and I think now we're starting to figure out a few of the things and getting on the same page on those. So I feel like we can definitely do a lot better. I still think we have a long way to go, to be honest, to play against the best in the world. But that's why this next month or two will be super important, that we give it our all in our scrims and really try to pick up as many things as possible, because if we do, we can definitely become the best. But we have a way still till we get there.
Do you feel like the meta lately is playing into G2's play style, or what do you think about the meta?
I mean, I think the meta is definitely interesting, just because it's the fearless, right? There's so many different champions going on, and now going into the best of fives again, we will have to be a bit creative on what we want to do in the later games, because they can always get very chaotic. But I do think we like those chaotic games, and I think we haven't had that many game 5s this year. I think we only had 2, but I'm hoping we can have a few more, because whenever we play them in scrims, they're always a lot of fun. And I do think the meta is pretty decent for us. I think they're doing a solid, they're trying to make a few changes before the playoffs, but so far they just look like a lot of fun. So we'll be trying it out.
Do you prefer the instead of best of ones, right now you have best of 3, and soon you're playing best of 5? Do you prefer when it's longer,
Yeah, for sure. I think the longer the better, honestly. I mean, I've never tried more than 5, but I think best of 5 is definitely nice. I mean, we qualified for playoffs last week, so this week we tried, I think, 2 days of 5 games, best of 5 kind of, to try and see how the later games look like. And I mean, it's just so fun to play, right? We really get to try some new champions, and there's so many champions in league, and usually you only get to play the strongest, I don't know, maybe 20 or so. But if you can get pushed further a little bit down, there's some fun ones as well.
What has been the most fun champion lately you have tried that you didn't expect to play?
I mean, in solo queue, I've been playing a lot of Viego. I think they Riot gave some buffs to make his lane a little bit better. I'm still not sure if he can be pro play viable or not, right? I think he definitely has some potential, but it's definitely been fun to try it out solo queue.
And a bit about today's match. Did you feel it went just you planned, or how do you feel about it?
Yeah, I mean, I think it definitely went kind of how we planned. I think it was quite controlled, and I think we were able to execute a lot of the things that we've been practicing on. I mean, there were definitely mistakes. I mean, there's always mistakes, right? And there's some things we'll be on the lookout for. But overall, I'm quite happy with our performance, and I think we were able to apply, I think, a few of the things that we were just practicing throughout the week. And I think whenever we can do that, it's a big win, especially when they work and they give us the win. So I'm happy with that.
About game 2, it went a bit more slow. Was that also planned, or did it just play out like that?
Yeah, I mean, we were definitely quite happy just playing a bit of a slower game, especially against like them having like the Akali, the Yon, and Bard as well. Like they like to make the game very chaotic, where if we can just like get to farm up with like the Ori and the Mundo as well, he can get super tanky. So we were happy with just having a little bit of a slower game. We were, I think, securing most of the objectives. I think we got a lot of Drakes at least. I think even though I think Sku had to outsmite one of them, but overall I think we just managed to show we got the objectives and just playing a little bit slow.